Good afternoon. It's Monday, the 30th of December, 2024. It's 5 minutes past 4 here in the UK in the afternoon. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I am your host, Tony Hunt, where today I am player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Sorry. Today's story is competing in the Furai Rising Flashback event in Real Racing 3 Update 13. And it might be a bit of a long one because apparently there are 8 stages, which is absolutely crazy. Already a few people saying hello in the chat on the YouTube side. So Ayaka Yokotat says, "Hi, Mr. Tony. How are you?" I am very well. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you are well as well. And also in the chat, Lee Melvin says, "Hi. Hi, Lee. Welcome along. Welcome along to both of you. Thanks for joining again. Thanks for commenting in the chat." Right. So let's get on with this because it might be a long one. Oh, hello. I might already have a problem. Let's have a look. Let's share my screen. Where are you? Oh, of course. That's the problem. Let's get that shared. Now, it looks like I've got no volume, and I'm not sure why. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. A little bit of a side issue there. So let me just restart that. In case you haven't gathered, I've gone straight away to the old AirPlay because it just seems to work so much better. But straight away, because I thought I'm going to use it first, it decided to show up a problem, which is just life in general, isn't it, really? Not to worry. Easily get that sorted. There we go. And we've got sound. Hooray! Okay, let's get that on screen. Right, so I do have a little bit of information to go through before we get started because I already own this car. So let's just go. So it's a Mazda car. So if I go to the garage, into Mazda, where are you? There you are. Oh, there it is. The Mazda Furai. Now you can see straight away, I've actually already got this car fully upgraded, but I couldn't change it to purple, so I didn't actually know initially. So this is actually the actual event is actually quite an old event and has actually been a flashback event on multiple occasions. And I suspect at some point in the past there's been a sales offer on in terms of discounted upgrades, and I've taken that, upgraded the car, completed the series it's in, opened up the exclusive series, and taken it to 100%. Ayeka says I have an appointment shortly, so she'll be they'll be disappearing. So fair enough. No problem at all. Thank you for joining for whatever time you are. Not a problem at all. Lost my train of thought. Right, yes. So I've got this fully upgraded. It's in 2 series. It's only in 1 normal series, and then it's in an exclusive series. So there is a bit of money to be had. And in terms of the series that it's in, it is indeed the top car by a considerable amount. So there's benefit potentially if you don't own this car to win it and open up a series. I don't think you'll be opening up the exclusive series. There shouldn't be a requirement to upgrade it to, um, fully upgrade it to 100%. But what I did again is I took a little bit of notes looking through what everyone has said in terms of information. If you go to the description of this live stream, I've put lots of information to do with the event, the original event, and also the car and upgrades. I've also collated some information for you as well. So let me just share that on screen now. So there we go. Okay. So looking at this, specifically, ignore that PR. That PR's wrong. I'm suggesting that if typically on a weekly basis you get into either Group A or Group B in the weekly time trial with a fully upgraded car, I suspect you can probably complete this event with those upgrades in place, and that's going to cost you 225 gold, over $1 million dollars. If, however, you're probably in the next bracket, so you typically get to Group C, you'll probably need to go to upgrade the engine to free. And if you're below that, I suspect your best option is to fully upgrade the engine. So you see the difference in cost there in terms of gold. 225 if you're a top 1% player, 295 if you're sort of between 5 to 10% of the best. Or if you're just outside that area, it might cost you as high as 450 gold. In terms of our dollars, you're looking at 1.3 million versus 1.5 million versus over 2 million. I still think this car is worthwhile because you will be able to open up that series and you'll get some gold back. If it's the first time that you're doing this event, you should, I believe, get more gold than what I will get because it's a flashback event for me. So it's only 10 gold. Now I think the original event was 100 gold, but I don't think it's like that as a flashback that you're attempting to do for the first time. I think it's around 45 gold. So there is options available for you. You just need to make sure you do have a bit of gold available. If you consider the maximum amount of gold that you probably will need is 450 gold, and you're going to get some gold back through completing the event, I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad at all. And it is quite a cool little car. So there we go. That's all I'm going to say on that at the moment. Obviously, if people have got questions, they can ask during this stream. I'm going to get on and start racing because there's a lot of racing to be had today. Okay, as you see there, I haven't opened it yet. It is a 8-day event. So what that usually means is that there are 8 stages. So to complete 8 stages, I think in 3 hours might be pushing it a bit. But let's see how we get on. Let's get going. So complete the Furai Rising, an 8-day special event for your chance to earn a heap of gold and other rewards. I will say this. What used to happen when these events were initially released is you'd only have one stage available on a daily basis, and the benefit of that is it did give you the opportunity of aiming to get more gold effectively in that 8-day period. Now, in fairness, the event remains open for 8 days, but I just prefer the old way of working. But there we go. It means I've got to effectively, if I want to use the available free servicing, have to do it, I think, in 3 hours. So let's go. So stage 1, Hope Rising. Oh, it's Ahmed. He'll be wanting me to go backwards. I know he will. My friend, I regret to inform you that Eric and I have been hiding something. Don't you think that's a little dramatic, Ahmed? We've just been building a car. Dramatic? Of course this is. Of course, this is the Mazda Furai. I can't even say it. Is it Fury? Furai? Yeah. The Mazda F is what I will call it from now on. Born again, this mythical car was snuffed out before it could reach its true potential. Eric and I would like to see it become what it was meant to be. So obviously that's a car, I guess, that never really went into production. Hence the series that it's in. Okay, and you will help us, my friend. But of course, you will, for you understand its realization equates to your receipt of it. Yes. Excellent. Begin in the flashiest of flashes with a victory. Win this event. Ahmed just talks in riddles all the time. I really don't understand him half the time. So, stage 1, there's only 3 goals. Let's get on with it. Suzuka circuit. And you see there, right? Okay, so the other thing as well, it is recommended PR. So don't rush into applying the upgrades, would be my suggestion, and just see how you can get off. And always remember, if it's about competing against opponents, doing it over and over again usually means those opponents slow down. So just bear that in mind before rushing in with any upgrades on this car. Unfortunately, I've got this at 100%. That doesn't mean it'll be easy. But I suspect if this has been a flashback many times, I've done this many times before. I don't remember this sticking out as being a particularly problematic event, but I could be completely wrong on that. 60.6 is a recommended. I've got this car at 86.7. So as usual, stage 1 is pretty much going to be a breeze. Win this event. Let's see how we get on. As always, round the outside, stay out of trouble, go off the track because I feel like doing it. I didn't want to hit that car then. Okay, there we go. So I'm already in first place and I've not even completed lap 1. So as I said, nice and easy. What I would probably suggest to people is just apply the upgrades that only require R dollars and then see how far you can get. Okay, there we go. Goal 1 completed. Turing Hufnig enters the chat and says, hello there, welcome back. Good to have you back. Thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. I'm a little bit earlier than before, so hopefully, I mean, it's still not a reasonable time where you are. I suspect it's still midnight where you are, but this is not 2 o'clock in the morning, at least not yet. It definitely will be by the time I finish this, I reckon. Right, goal 1 completed. Goal 2. These supercars are far from the pedigree of the F. Later, you shall have some terrifying opponents. For now, give these cars the trouncing they deserve by reaching first place before the beginning of lap 2 and then win. Well, I'm already in first place if I've got to get there before the start of lap 2. Is it the same? Is it the same circuit? It's the West Circuit this time, so it's a different circuit. Let's see how we get on. I'm going to do my usual trick of going round the outside on the first corner, not counting this as the first corner. Look at that. That's so easy. There we go. I don't know what to make of this car. It feels a little bit loose, but the downforce does feel very good, and obviously it's pretty quick around the track. But it feels just a little bit weird. Let's have a look inside. Right, so straight away, do you see what I mean? Here's a classic example of this car being completely rubbish, of being able to see what's happening behind you. Now you can just see in the top right hand corner, there's the mirror. So this is a classic example of why I do this view. And as I say, a lot of the new cars are like that. You can literally see where the wing mirrors are at the top. Okay, so there we go. So I obviously was in first before the start of the second lap, and I think you would call this trouncing the opposition. I am 800 yards ahead of second. There we go. Goal 2 completed. Now, I think this is one of those flashback events where I only get a gold reward if I complete the whole event. And it's not a lot, it's only 10. But I think this is to do with how many times this particular event has been a flashback event. So, goal 3. Eric, I am not so sure our friend here is the right pick for this task. Perhaps I should take over once more. Surely my time against the Sylvia is superior. I do not believe the Fifth Guardian, I really should be calling me Tony, can win this event. Or maybe I should do the Fifth Guardian. Nah, that's my channel. It's not who I am. But hey, there we go. You got to put a name in. I thought it would be better putting my channel name in. Right. So Hunter event for goal 3. Let's see how we get on. Now it does look as if it's the whole Grand Prix circuit. So 15, 14, 13. Oh no, maybe it isn't. 12. Yeah, it is. 10. I'm going to blow this out of the water. Oh. I still think I'm going to blow this out of the water. 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, and there we go. I've already overtaken. Not really a challenge when your car's fully upgraded. So Yeka has put the flashback event is difficult to complete after stage 2. Always without damage or without going off track. They don't like this one. Okay. I don't mind the without damage. I don't mind going off track. It is hard for sure. It's when you've got that mixed in with all the assists turned off that it can become problematic. But let's find out. Let's find out. Maybe I will struggle. I hope not. Stage 1 complete. Not much of a reward, I suspect. There you go. 250 VP. And even if I was successful, I'd only get $R as a reward. Okay, maybe I should be reading this. I'm probably not going to because it's Ahmed and he's just silly. Right, stage 2 rivalry. Way back in 2008, when the F was first revealed, it was being compared to the plans for the Porsche 918 Spider, the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, and the Jaguar CX-75. There were high hopes for it. Sadly, the one and only model of the F met a tragic end. Oh dear. But with Ahmed's connections and my incredible, unbelievable skill, we've brought it back. So basically, right, we've got Ahmed, who's does my head in with, let's do this backwards. And Eric, the engineer who thinks he's the greatest engineer that's ever lived. Brilliant. Now we just need to prove that it's up to speed with where it was back in 2008 by defeating its original rival, the 918 Spider concept. Again, stage 2 is 3 goals. Goal 1, we need you to at least keep up with it. The F's real advantage is its incredible brake power and handling. Place at least second without skidding more than twice. So Turing has put the Furai was destroyed by fire during Top Gear's road test in 2008. Well, I hope nobody got hurt. But yeah, oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Right, what am I doing? Place at least second without skidding more than twice. Oh, okay. I mean, in fairness, I haven't skidded the car once up to this point, I don't think, even when I went off track. It is, the downforce is pretty good on it. So again, that suggests the mechanics are all wrong in this car if it caught fire. There we go. In first. Something doesn't feel right about this car, though. Oh, it's almost impossible to cause it to skid. we go. Goal completed. So Turing has gone on to put, and until now, Mazda was unable to revive it because of its complexity of the car and super high cost. Well, yeah. I do find that with a lot of things at this moment in time. When you build something, you do need to consider maintenance of the very thing you're building. How's it going to last? So, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I have got free servicing. Let me just have a look and see how long I've got it on for. So, goal 1 completed. Goal 2. Now we need to see that brake power translates into an impressive lap time. Win this event within 1 minute 54 seconds. Yeah, it's only 3 hours. Now I do have a 2 hour reward available to use. So what I might do, we'll see how we get on. But if I feel I'm not going to get it done in 3 hours, I might break it into 2 parts. I won't do 4 and 4, but I might do something like 6 stages and then do the final 2 tomorrow, because the final 2 stages will most certainly be A, the hardest, and B, the longest. So let's get on. So, what have we got to do? Just do it in a certain time. Okay. Well, I'm already up to 3rd. So I guess the first goal is to be in 1st. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was a bit of skid in there. It does look as if it is the full Grand Prix circuit this time, though. So there's definitely something clunky about this car. But I don't think I need to worry too much about not doing it within 1 minute 54. There we go. So that's, I think that's goal 2 completed. Oh, need servicing. Not a problem. It's free and it's instant. And obviously, with my car being fully upgraded, I've got double durability. There we go. Goal 2 completed. So goal 3. You've got this one in the bag. Thanks to my genius engineering. Blah, 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 blah. I want you to follow the spider concept, tailgate it within 22 yards for 20 seconds, and then win. Okie dokie. I love the fact it's all to do with his engineering, nothing to do with my driving. Okay, there we go. So I've already got 5 seconds on the board. Make that 10. There we go. That's 20 seconds. Time to win. And it is the shorter track. So, yeah. Well, I've won that pretty easily. No surprise there. So that's 2 stages down. 36 minutes in. Admittedly, I was probably yapping for 15 minutes. So that's 10 minutes per stage. That's not bad. 6 stages, though, to go. So let's have a look. Let's see how much more harder it's going to get. Bang. Stage 2 completed. What is it? 250 VP again. Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? I mean, why? Why? Okay. Eric goes blah, 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 blah. And Ahmed goes, let's go backwards. Okay, so tomorrow we face the fully realised 918 Spider updated. Right, so just as the 918 Spider concept became the 918 Spider Weissach, so too shall the original concept of the F become what it was always meant to be. And who shall realise this potential? My friend, we shall write history together. Are you driving this car or am I driving this car? And now we've gone up to 4 goals per stage. So stage 3 is aspiration. And goal 1 is we must begin as you and Eric did yesterday. Not by defeating the car, but by matching it. Place at least second without going off track and prove that you're up to the challenge. So place at least second without going off track. Okay? That's fine, I think. Although it is this horrible track that I don't like on the Porsche test circuit because there are not many places to overtake. But we do have 2 laps. Oh, 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 oh. So I had to finish second, so I'm in second. I can't see me not winning this. I still don't like the feel of this car overall, though. It's something weird about it. There we go. That's us in first place. Just got to stay on track. Yeah, I think the AirPlay application is playing up. To be fair, I don't think it's stuttering, but there's just something not quite right with it. It could be the car. They do say it's good at brakes. It just feels every time you apply the brakes, it can turn 90 degrees almost instantly. Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, this car. But that was a first. So that's 1 goal down, 3 goals to go. Goal 2. The Weissach, the Porsche, is a significant improvement on the Spider concept. The engineers behind it sure knew what they were doing, but so does Eric. Place at least second with an average speed of at least 96.3 miles per hour. Recommended PR is 67.4. My car's at something like 86. Different Porsche test track though. Okay, there we go. So it does look as if I'm going to complete this really easily. Oh, 96.3 miles per hour. I'm in the hundreds. There we go. So that's goal 2 completed. Goal 3. Eric is happy with the data and I am ecstatic with your performance. It is time for you to achieve victory. Win this event within 51 seconds without going off track. All right. It is the short test track, so that should be fine. And I'm in the lead. What am I doing? Speed record. Okay. Oh, whoops, daisy. That wasn't a good start. Let's just do that again. 138 miles per hour. Let's go. There we go. Straightforward enough. There we go. Admittedly, my car is fully upgraded, but yeah. Did it with 5 seconds to spare, so yeah. Up to this point, no real issues. Okay, so there we go. So that's goal 3 of 4 completed. Goal 4. And now for the showdown against the Porsche. You have defeated its sire, and now you face its true form. Steel yourself for nothing but victory will do. Okie dokie. So it's just the two of us. There we go. In the lead. Oh, you see, there you go. Look how quickly that car brakes. Then that's the bit I'm finding a bit weird. Whee! All right, there we go. That is a first, and stage 3 completed. Goal 4 completed. Stage 3 completed. $500 VP. Not really making a dent. Yes, an amazing performance, my friend. Already we are seeing the F in a state that it has never been before, surpassing what it was and becoming what it could have been. Speaking of what it was, I've set up a bit of a tangent tomorrow. Nothing major. We'll just be heading to Le Mans to race Mazda's legendary 1991 car, the 787B, the very inspiration behind the F. Stage 4, inspiration. To understand the Furai, not sure I like saying it like that, you must understand its history. The Furai was the fifth and final model in the Mazda Nagar line, a revolutionary series intended to celebrate natural and organic car designs. Added to that, the Furas wearing the number 55, which was the same number worn by the legendary winner of the 1991 24 Hours of Le Mans, the 787B. Great things were expected of this car. So I've brought you to Le Mans to meet those expectations. Not only are we testing the F on Le Mans, but we're testing it against the 787B and the 787B's main competitors in Group C. So stage 4 is 4 goals. Goal 1. Win this event without damaging anything. 2 hours, 2 laps. Oh my word, it's going to be a long one, isn't it? Oh dear. Just thinking about doing 2 laps around Le Mans sends me to sleep. Without damaging my car. So I can go off track then. So, although I've only taken 50 minutes to get to the end of stage 3, we're straight into some very long laps now, with it being at Le Mans. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a problem here with this car. There's something not quite right with it. I can't believe it's going to make me do 2 laps around Le Mans. 800 yards already ahead a second. This is literally sending me to sleep. Okay, that's the first lap done. 3 minutes, 17 seconds, as good as. It's a long lap. Oh, don't damage the car. Oh, there we go. Come on. 1,200 yards ahead, 1,300 yards ahead, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600. Oh, give me a moment. Sorry, I just need to nip off screen. Sorry about that. And I'm back. It's definitely quite sharp into these corners. There we go. All right, so and there we go. Another first. Not exactly hard. Tanver Niwoof enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hi. Hi, Tanver. Welcome along. Thanks for joining. Thanks for putting a hi in the chat. Car needs servicing. It's instant and it's free, so that's not a problem. There we go. Skip the video. So that's goal 1 done on stage 4. Goal 2. What the Furai lacks in speed, it makes up with its ridiculous braking power. You're not kidding. And as a result, it does feel weird to drive. On the straights, the Group Cs are going to dominate. So just try to finish this event within 3 minutes and 32 seconds without going off track. So it's another Le Mans circuit. It's another lap. At least it's only one. Thomas Ermac has asked, how do I make a lot of gold? Strange you say that. Obviously, hopefully you'll stay along and carry on watching this live stream. But when you're done, on I think on my homepage on the YouTube side, once you subscribed, there is the video that is shown is called Harvesting Gold. And I go through all the different ways that you can acquire gold, both on a daily basis and a weekly basis. So hopefully that video will help you out. Hopefully that answers your question. Now I've got to fall asleep driving around Le Mans and not go off track, which is very hard when you want to fall asleep, which is what Le Mans does to me. I mean, I've been doing this in 3 minutes 15, so doing it in 3:32 should be straightforward. Oh. Just trying to focus a little bit here because I can't go off track, and this car is very weird in regards to braking. Oh, there you go. I was flying into that corner, and then all of a sudden the brakes come on. I'm not sure the brakes, are instant. You apply the brakes and you have to wait a second for them to really kick in. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's almost like the longer you leave the brakes on, the more braking gets applied. It's a bit weird. It's almost like it doesn't feel constant, if that makes any sense. I mean, I'm sure I would have noticed this before, but again, it's another car I've not driven in such a long time. So Thomas has said thanks. Then he's asking, "What device am I using?" So I'm playing this game on an iPad, and I'm just using an AirPlay application on my PC to then stream. I'm only using an iPad Mini. It's good enough, but I'm actually using the screen. So I'm only using the iPad as a controller, effectively. And playing it effectively on one of my small monitors. But it seems to work all right. I am being a little bit cautious here, but I'm easily going to complete the lap in 3 minutes 33 or 3 minutes 32. As I said, I've been doing 3:15 and it's there or thereabouts. A 3:16 this time. So that's okay. That's not bad at all. So that's first again. I managed to stay on track and I did it within the time limit. Now, I did read somewhere to do with this event is because it's one of the older events. You've actually got multiple things to do on each goal, so it's not like you've just got one objective to achieve the goal. You'll have a multitude of things to do. So, for example, on this, it was like do it within this time and stay on track. My understanding is this particular event has each goal has at least two things that you've got to achieve to enable you to achieve the goal. So from that perspective, it's quite an interesting event. But there we go. So goal 2 completed. Goal 3. This trial has exposed both the strengths and the weaknesses of the Furai or Fury. Exactly what I wanted. I think if you play your cards right, you should be able to win this elimination, but make sure not to damage your car. So here we go. It's win and don't damage your car. There's only 4 opponents. So I reckon I'll literally jump into first before the first corner. There we go. So up to this point, everything is okay. There we go. Yako said that they almost skipped the event. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. I wouldn't necessarily call me a high skill driver, to be fair. There are people out there a lot better than me, including some people watching the stream and in the chat. But, yeah, all I can suggest is you just carry on. You keep trying. Again, one of the things that I do is a lot of people, what they do is they'll turn all the assists off, which is really asking yourself for a lot of trouble. That's a big, steep learning curve. My approach in these sort of games is you turn one assist off, you master it, you turn another assist off, you master it, you move up slowly but surely. And I think in this game, you don't need all the assists off to be able to achieve in it. So again, it's just managing that improvement on a daily basis. I think you can do it. I think you can do it. Small steps, small improvements, you'll get there. I'm sure of it. Anyway, there we go. So that's stage 4, goal 3 completed. Goal 4 is I knew you could do it. Your driving skills matched with my machine. How could you lose? There's one last thing I want to see though. Beat this speed snap on Le Mans famous straight without going off track. Okay. Depends on the top speed. I'm sure it won't be a problem. 172 miles per hour, I don't think is going to be a problem. It is at night. I just can't go off track. So let's see how we do. There we go. I mean, I've already achieved it. There we go. Again, it helps by the fact that this car is fully upgraded. But that was really simple. So that is 4 stages completed, and I am 1 hour 7 minutes into the stream. I'm pretty sure the next stages will be A, harder, and B, longer. So Turing has put, and he's writing this. He's on about me here. I've got a fully upgraded car. He is indeed correct. So he's got a massive advantage. I do indeed. The actual high skill you reckon will be ME7 and RR3 Speedmaster. They will teach you how to win the events. So they are without doubt in the top 0.1 to 1% skill set, and I don't consider myself in that. I consider myself in the 5 to 10%. So I think realistically, if I can achieve, people can get up to my level and achieve. It will be a lot harder getting to ME7s and RR3 Speedmasters level to achieve. Okay, so there we go. So that is stage 4 completed. Stage 5. So it's Armad again. So no doubt we'll be going backwards at some point. The Curva Grande, the Curva de Lesmo, the Variante Ascari, and the Curva Parabolica, like the Venus de Milo. The Autodromo Nacional Monza is a work of playful lines and curves. So stage 5 is called another scale. And the Sesto Elemento, born of Sant'Agata Bolognese, just a few hours from where we stand, is our opponent today. You have no idea how long I have waited for this showdown. A titanic battle that was always meant to be, and yet forever denied by the hands of fate. You mean a fire? Need to say he's a little bit excited. So, stage 5, also 4 goals. Goal 1. And how could I not be when the point is made? Which, of course, means we cannot sully this momentous occasion with a poor beginning. I want nothing but victory, no skidding, and no off track. Okay, so 1 lap. I have to win. I can't skid, and I can't go off track. Well, that doesn't help. And unfortunately, this car's really quicker than the cars. So I'm just smashed. I mean, good job it didn't say no damage. It is a whole lap. Oh. Apparently, I'm allowed to go off track once. Oh no, I'm not allowed to go off track at all. So the cars are actually quite hard to overtake without taking a bit of damage, which I'm trying to avoid. So I'm into first. Again, the thing to note on this is if you are at a lower PR for the car, because you are competing against opponents, simply doing it, if you fail the first time, doing it again, it should mean all the opponents will be slower. So these sorts of events do get easier to complete the more times you attempt to do them. I don't like that in the game, but that's how the game works. There we go. First. So Turing has put, you can achieve it, Tony, but you must get yourself no assist to do it. I know it is hard and takes time, but you can learn feel the grip, understand the corners, etc. Time trial tips, etc. So I am slowly but surely turning the assists off, and I do have in the pipeline. What I'm going to be doing is a series called something along the lines of practice makes better. And what I'll be doing is racing specifically around time trials within the series on cars that have been fully upgraded. And I'll be benchmarking my time in terms of how I'm doing at the moment. And then I'll be turning all the assists on and see if I can beat it and see how much quicker I can go in. So that's something that's coming up. But also, the other thing you probably want to bear in mind is every time there is a new release in Real Racing 3, so a new update. So at the moment, that's every 8 weeks. I will be turning the assists down, but I'm doing it one section at a time. So rather than turning everything off, which I do think makes it harder for somebody to achieve, you master one section and then you go to another section, turn that off, and effectively give yourself 8 weeks to master the next section. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's my plan. That's how I'm going to achieve. So that's goal 1 completed. On to goal 2. Goal 2 states the speed and the playfulness of the cars. I can almost see the wind being pushed this way and that by your aerodynamics. I want to see it more. Reach an average speed of at least 136.7 miles per hour and win. So here's another example of there being 2 specific things to achieve. At least we can go off track if we want to, and at least we don't have to worry about taking damage. And it's a 3 lap special. My word, this is going to be a long race. Okay, I remembered that car was slow off the mark. Stay out of trouble. So I've got quite a bit of miles per hour average to get up, but I don't think it'd be a problem because the fastest part of the track is ahead of us. There you go. So, as always, what I find is the hardest part of achieving in these sort of events won't be getting to first. It will be hitting the average miles per hour. But I've got to get to 136, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Now, I reckon I can brake late with this car. Yeah, there we go. So, bearing in mind, this car started, it was a standing start, and I achieved 136 miles per hour in the lap. I don't think it's going to be a big problem. Now, yes, I do have a fully upgraded car. So again, if after the first lap you've not achieved miles per hour, know that would be your slowest lap. And obviously now you've got free air in front of you as well, so should be relatively straightforward from here on in. £138 miles per hour, 139. Not even on the fastest part of the circuit yet. Again, I'm going to brake later than normal at the end of that green felt rather than the beginning, because this car is very good at braking. So again, if you consider my car is fully upgraded, it's now well above the 136. The 136 miles per hour target. So I think you can achieve this on a car so much lower in terms of upgrade. There we go. Already catching the back markers. 1,000 yards ahead of second. But had to take some action to avoid hitting the back of that car. But there we go. That's first, and that's the miles per hour average, also achieved quite easily. Okay. So that's another first, another goal achieved. Car needs servicing, but it's free and it's instant. So again, not a problem. Not doing too badly. An hour, 20 minutes in, and that is goal. I don't care what Ahmed says. Goal 2 completed. So more than halfway through completing this event. So goal 3. Let us show them how wrong they are. Not only shall you win this event without overheating in the Italian sun, but you shall do so whilst overtaking the same car 2 times. Oh, okay. So it's a Hunter And so that means I've got to overtake this car twice. Okay, let's see what happens. So this already sounds a little bit tricky. Let's catch the car first. I will say this car heats up very quickly. Probably why it caught fire. Okay, so I'm 800 yards behind. I'm doing my best to lift and coast effectively. Oh, look at this. Ugh. Okay, easy enough actually. Just got to be careful. I've just got to overtake him and then drop back. There you go, done. I thought that would be a lot harder than what it was. Just don't overheat. Okay. So again, if I'm doing this, obviously with a car that is virtually now fully upgraded, up to this point, not too bad at all. Goal 3 of 4 completed. So goal 4. The sound of their laughter retreating is sweet, but not so sweet to overshadow the roar of the Sesto Elemento aligned with the Fury. The final showdown is upon us. Reach a top speed of 180 miles per hour and win without going off track. Okay, so the recommended PR here is 73.1. As you've seen, my car is fully upgraded at 86.7. Reach top speed of 180 miles per hour. It suggests you only need to do it once. It looks like it's the short track, so I reckon the best opportunity of doing that is after the Parabolica on the first lap. So I'm not going to worry about hitting that miles per hour target just yet. Now, it does say win without going off track, so you do need to be careful. Okay. So even though I've done it, I would say this is the bit where you put your foot down. There we go. Another first. That's stage 5 completed. 750 VP has been rewarded. I doubt very much I'm going to get to the reward though. Nope, there we go. Not a problem. I knew it would be like that. I'm not going to get a lot of gold doing this, but it all helps. Okay, so that's stage 5 completed. On to stage 6. Stage 6, blue skies. As I said, we've got work left to do on the Furai before it's ready to face the Jaguar CX-75, and then the final event at the WeberTech Raceway Laguna Seca. So why are we here at Catalunya? Well, the long stretches of Catalunya will help us tune the Furai to be competitive with the CX-75's impressive top speed and acceleration. And the climate and fickle wind conditions are very similar to that at Laguna Seca. So stage 6 again is a 4-goal stage. Goal 1. Let's start off with the fickle wind, shall we? The wind makes it difficult to tune a car's aero. Sadly, this has even led to more than a few crashes. So try to win this without skidding or damaging your car. Recommended PR is 75.2. Win without skidding or damaging the car. We're only up against 6 other cars. Now, normally I would go round the outside, but let me just stay on the inside, I think. Don't skid. There we go. Up into 4th. Oh dear. So it looked like me AirPlay application locked up there. So let's try that again. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Okay. Up into 3rd. We'll go around the outside of this one. Up into 1st. Now I do think, because I failed that, the car's just got slower. I don't think it happens quite as quickly as that, but again, it's another one where, oh god. So it looks like my app is playing up. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so I got lucky there because the app played up. I went off track, but apparently I've actually got 2 opportunities to go off track, so that was very lucky. I might just go off screen and get this sorted out. So let me just take that off screen, and let me just get this done again. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that sorted it. Let's share the screen again. All right, there we go. Right, so that's stage 1 completed. As I said, I got lucky because I actually went off track twice, but still managed to do it. So there we go. Another success, admittedly by crook on that one. So, goal 2. Both Catalunya in Barcelona and Laguna Seca in California see long summers with highs in above of 33 degrees Celsius. So, engine temperature is a serious issue. Complete each lap within 1 minute without overheating. Okay, so I do find that this car does have an engine that overheats very quickly. So definitely some lift and coast to be done. Complete each 4 laps as well. Whew. So rather than braking, I'm just coasting around the corner. So 58 seconds. So that was pretty close, to be fair. But that's still 2 seconds clear. And that was from a standing start. So hopefully the rest of these laps should be nice and straightforward. In fact, I'm already 3 seconds up on the previous lap. So it looks to me, obviously, the hardest lap is going to be the first lap. There we go, 7 seconds clear. So I'm going a bit slow just to get a little bit of the heat out the engine, knowing that I've got 7 seconds to play with. So I had to hit this corner at 30 seconds to do it in 58 seconds. So I was about there. I think it was 29 seconds to be fair. There we go, 54 seconds. So definitely the first lap is going to be your hardest lap because it's a standing start. But after that, it should be relatively straightforward. So there we go. So 30 seconds into that corner there. So I might just want to put my foot down just a little. There we go. Well, I think that was relatively straightforward. Definitely the first lap, being a standing start, is the hardest one to get under 1 second, 1 minute. But I think if you do the first lap, you're going to easily do the remaining laps. I don't think they thought about that. So that's another goal completed. Goal 2 completed, on to goal 4. Goal 3. The CX-75's real strength is how it recovers from a tight corner and dominates the field afterwards. So I need to see you win this autocross without going off track. You have to master the recovery. So I guess that just means brake early into the corner and accelerate just as you're coming out of the corner. Yeah. I'm not sure I actually did that there, to be fair, but let's have a look. Again, quite clear of second. Skip video. Goal 3 completed. So on to goal 4. All right, everything looks great so far. Now it's time to master that top speed. You'll need to push it to reach the speed record within 36 seconds without going off track. Blimey, I've got to get round the lap. It must be the short lap then. 160 miles per hour as well. 36 seconds is pushing it. No idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to floor it and see what happens. Now, I think probably not here, but when I'm into the next corner, as long as I can speed out of it, should be all right. There we go. I didn't even look at what time I did it in, so and it's not going to tell me. Well, that was goal 4 in stage 6 completed. Maybe I'll actually get a reward this time. Whoopee, 35,000 R dollars, just what I wanted. Okay, so Eric says, well done. Okay, so stage 7, pinnacle. Eric tells me the two of you made great progress yesterday. This makes me glad for today. We face our toughest opponent yet, the CX-75, a masterpiece of speed. The car is also a spiritual partner of the Furai, for it too had its story cut short, cancelled in production at the end of the global financial crisis. We are lucky to have it here for the momentous duel. So stage 7 is also 4 goals. So goal 1. In honour of this occasion, I feel it is only fitting that we begin with nothing except a flawless victory. You must win and win without skidding or going off track. So win, no skidding, no going off track. 1 lap around Silverstone. That's a bit weird. Okay. I thought we were going to Laguna Seca. Obviously not. This car is definitely weird in the corners and braking. Okay. There we go. Goal 1 completed. I may as well service the car. It's free and it's instant. No point in messing around. Skip video. Goal 1 marks is completed. Okay. Impressive form from everyone involved. The CX-75 is the product of a long line of Jaguar greats and in turn went on to inspire greatness again. So let us prove that we are worthy to drive alongside it. Place at least second within 1 minute 44 seconds. Here we go. Whilst reaching an average speed of 129.9 miles per hour and also without going off track. Lots of things that I need to achieve here. 1 lap. Okay. It is the Grand Prix circuit, so that does give me plenty of time to get that average miles per hour up. But I've got to come second. It looks like it's a full field. Indeed it is, and 22nd. Blimey. Overtaking 21 cars in 1 lap is quite difficult. Did he say no damage? Without going off track. Oh. Obviously skidding was allowed, so oh come on. Yeah, I've got a problem with the AirPlay again. Well, if it doesn't work, I'll just have a look on the old iPad screen instead. Guess what I didn't do this morning? Restart my laptop. Oops. But as always, because I failed the first time, I do reckon the cars are slower. But I still need to put my foot down. Not doing very well here. 129 miles per hour I've got to achieve. I've got to go some now to achieve this. Yeah, so this one I think will be hard. Although again, I think the idea is whoopsie-daisy. I think the idea is trying to overtake the opponents as quickly as possible so you've got clear air. Well, that's fine. Let's give this another go. Okay, there we go. Already into second a lot earlier. So yeah, every time you fail, the other cars just slow down, making it easier, I think, for you. Although ultimately, the thing that you have to do, which is only in your control, is the average miles per hour. But at least you've got effectively clear air. So I wouldn't worry too much if you fail this a few times. So at this moment, the AirPlay application looks like it's all right again. So, oh, I'll say that. But this time I am well clear of 129 miles per hour. There we go. Okay, so that was a little bit hard, but I do think if you fail it, it just means the other cars are going to get slower. That means you can pass them earlier on, and therefore you can achieve a higher top speed. So that is goal 2 in stage 7 completed. Goal 3. That unrelenting speed. Whilst I have ultimate faith in you, my friend, I fear that the CX-75 will dominate in our final event. To prepare, you must complete this speed snap without going off track. Okay, so a speed snap that I've got to get 135 miles per hour. That was really easy. How bizarre. So, really hard goal followed by a very easy goal. So, again, I blew that out of the water. So, even if you've not got a car that highly upgraded, I think that's quite an easy, achievable goal. Bizarre. I suppose that is how it goes, to be fair. You get a hard one and then it's normally followed by an easy one. But that is goal 3 on stage 7 completed. I do think with me only being on 1 hour 49 minutes, I'm probably going to take this all the way through to conclusion. But usually that's when I fall on my sword. So let's find out. Okay, so goal 4. This is it, my friend. I know you can do it. In fact, this is Ahmed all over. In fact, it's not good enough to win anymore. I want you to win this blindfolded. Oh, no, it doesn't say that. I challenge you to win this event within 1 minute, 35 seconds without overtaking the CX-75 until the final 50 seconds of this event. Oh, I remember this. Oh, yeah, this is hard. I do remember this one. Now, interestingly enough, it gets harder the more you don't do it because the car slows down. Okay. Isn't it funny though? He was going, "Oh, I don't think you're going to win the last one. I'm really confident you're going to win the last one. Can you do it by overtaking in the last 15 seconds, please?" And it's 2 laps. Oh. So all I can do is follow him until he gets 15 seconds and then overtake it. But the thing is, with it being the the last 15 seconds means it's going to be really hard. $135, so 120. 120. See, that's the ideal place to overtake, and I think the 15-second mark is round about here. Oh, you see, there you go. Oh. Now, in fairness, I cheated, but I achieved it. There we go. So I do remember that being tough. That immediately sort of I had a flashback of that one being really, really hard. And I got lucky. But there we go. You know, luck favours the brave, as somebody once said. I don't know who that was. But yep, there we go. So that's goal 4 on stage 7 completed. And I've got 1,000 VP, but no new reward. Okay, so unbelievable, amazing. Do you understand what this means? The Mazda Furai under your hands has gone truly from where it was to where it was meant to be. And yet there is one last task for us. One at a time, our foes have fallen, yet together they offer a new challenge. Our true test awaits us tomorrow on the WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. So here we go. Stage 8. The event is called Furai Rising. And now we have stage 8 called Furai Rising. So 4 incredible concept cars that have now, for the first time, all been realised. And for the first time, all being collected together. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Just tell, and lo and behold, the last stage is 5 goals rather than the usual 4. What a surprise. Wow, I really did not expect that. But there we go. 5 goals for the final stage. Okay, so we shall begin by setting the stage for a perfect victory in the autocross. No skidding, no off track, and not even the slightest scratch to damage its form. Okay. I mean, it is an autocross, so I don't think I'm actually competing against anyone. So I've just got to keep it on track and not skid. Okay, there we go. Goal 1 completed. So, in fairness, this up to this point, this is proving to be very easy to complete with a fully upgraded car. Goal 1 completed. Goal 2. Now the battle is joined. We begin by building your form. Put victory from your mind and aim for brilliance. Okay. An impressive average speed of at least 117.4 miles per hour and finishing within 2 minutes 20 without going off track. I assume, therefore, this is a 2-lap special. I mean, let me just check what I've got to do. So it's just going. So in other words, put your foot down and get on with it. Okay, so I've got clear air. So can I get the miles per hour? And I've got to finish this lap with 1 minute 10 left on the clock. Oh. Now it was a standing start again, so I do have 1 minute 11 for this second lap, so it should be easily achievable on the basis that the first lap again is always going to be the slowest. There we go. So achieved with close to 7 seconds free, and that's obviously with the car at a fully upgraded state. So that's achievable. So up to this point, obviously I have got my car fully upgraded, but I've not had a single problem. And for those that think that shouldn't be a surprise, you probably want to go back and have a look at the episode where I did the event for the Volkswagen IDR, which I also have fully upgraded. I absolutely struggled with that event. But there we go. And obviously that was a flashback event as well. So goal 2 completed, goal 3. It is now time to prove your dominance. Like the Barghest, the Black Beast, we shall hunt them through the pack. From 22nd place, you must advance until you have overtaken all your opponents and won with a top speed of 170 miles per hour without going off track. It's a 2-lap special, 22 cars in 2 laps around the Laguna Seca is hard. Unless, of course, all the other cars are like half your PR. And some of them literally do look half my PR. Okay. I think the biggest worry is bashing into other cars. Oh, come on. Reach tops without going off track. So I can hit cars, I can't go off track. So I probably don't want to worry too much about getting the top speed on this lap because I need to get to first. Do I need to win? Win. Where are the other cars? So I reckon probably, oh, there we go. The straight, that is the start and finish line, here is probably the best opportunity I've got to get that top speed. What have I got to get? 170 miles per hour. Okay, and I haven't got it. So here I'm probably going to have to take off my brake assist from low to off. But I'll worry about that on the next lap if I don't do it this time. I mean, I'm not even in first, so. Okay, so this one I'm going to have to do again. But I can get first at least. Okay, so that one I didn't achieve. That's not a problem. I think I know what I need to do. Let's try that again. Service the car. Oh, I've already done it. There we go. I've got that one banker timing. So as always, the other car slowed down because he didn't win it. I do find that silly. And I almost did it there as well. So now, in fairness, my car is obviously fully upgraded, so it looks like somewhere around here is where I achieved it, and I wasn't paying attention. So let me just see. There we go, just there. So this one will be hard. But again, in terms of sort of what I've said, is potentially you might need to upgrade the engine so that to 5 if you're struggling there, because it is specifically top speed. There we go. But obviously that I reckon that one's a really hard one. That's a tough one, that one. Not to get first, but to get the top speed. It looks like I was only 1 or 2 miles per hour above it. I probably could have done a lot better though if I'd moved my brakes from low to off. So again, there's movement there with a lower specification car to get that one done. So there we go. So that's goal 3 completed. On to goal 4. Feel that roar, that power, that flow. Fury is the sound of the wind, yet we are a hurricane. Oh, what are they like? Reach a top speed of 166 miles per hour. Okay, can do that without overheating, damaging your car, or going off track. Now, it doesn't say anything about winning. Oh, it does say win. And win, right, okay. Is it a 1 lap? Yep. Okay. There we go. There we go. Got to be careful here not to overheat the engine, though. There we go. So close to overheating the engine, but achieved. Boom. So that's goal 4 completed. So the final goal, unbelievably, in just over 2 hours, which I'm very surprised about. Okay, so goal 5 in stage 8, it's the last goal. Truly, there is no question left. But for me, one last task. In this elimination, I want you to always stay one place away from being eliminated every 20 seconds before winning without going off track. Okie dokie. So there's only 5 of us, so let's see if we can do this. There we go. Just need to stay in 4th now. There we go. Into 3rd. Okay, see if I can get him on this corner. There we go. Oh, I think I can't go off track, yeah? Yeah. Right, I'm going to get him. There you go. There we go, that's it. Let's have a bit of fun. Bye. There we go, first. Obviously, it is so much easier having a fully upgraded car. Not a lot I can do about that on the basis that this event has been a flashback event on multiple occasions. And obviously, what I've done is at some point in the past, there's been a flash sale on. The car's got the car has an exclusive event, an exclusive series rather. So I've taken the opportunity to fully upgrade the car. But at least everyone gets to see all the goals. Now, I think for the most part, I think other than the 3rd goal on stage 8, I do think they're relatively achievable. I think the last that 3rd goal on stage 8 though is pretty hard. and all I get is 10 gold for all that effort. Never mind. That's what we do. That's what we get. Okay, so there we go. So that's the event achieved. I got 10 gold. That's not too bad. I'll go and collect my reward. As you can see there, I did have 2 hours of free servicing that I could have used if I thought it was going to take me a long time, but I absolutely flew past this one. So I'll collect the R dollars because obviously I'm short on R dollars, and I'll collect the M dollars because obviously I'm short on M dollars as well. There we go. Event completed. What have we got coming up then? When is the next event? Not for another week, unfortunately. It is a limited series. I think what I'll do with that, the Lancia LC2, is I'll split that over two streams because I reckon that'll be at least 3.5 hours long. But normally you get 24 hours to complete it. So what I'll do is something like do the first part at 6 p.m. on day one, and then the next part at say 2 p.m. on day two, and therefore be able to complete it within the 24 hours of free servicing, hopefully. Okay, so there we go. I've got quite a few notifications in there. Oh, it's just some sales on in terms of purchasing stuff, which I will not do. Right. Okay. So there we go. So that is the Furai Rising event completed. Obviously, it is easier once you already own the car, and obviously I've got the car fully serviced. But that was quite an enjoyable event. I actually had no problems completing that, which is most unlike me. Now, in terms of what's coming up, so for those that are new, what I've been saying is since Christmas Day, so effectively on January the 13th, the next release comes out. And typically when they release the next update, the first event is usually a very expensive supercar. So even though the idea is you win the supercar, the upgrades themselves are typically very expensive. So I'm in what's known as like a gold harvesting mode. So my intention since Christmas Day, the 25th of December, is to be earning 70 gold a day all the way up to Monday the 13th. I don't think I'll achieve it later on, but it should mean I get at least over 1,000 gold before the start of the next update being available. So effectively, today is day 6, day 5, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 6. So ideally, I want to be on 420 gold, and at the moment, I'm on 586. So I'm well above that. So the intention is to keep it up. So there'll be a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream will be earlier than earlier than normal, mainly because it's New Year's Eve, and I'll be going out celebrating, having a few drinks with a very special friend. So. What I'll be doing is doing this stream tomorrow at midday UK time, and the stream will be a couple of hours long. And the reason why it'd be a couple of hours long is if I go to Road Collection into the exclusive series, I've got 2 exclusive series to race in, and I'm hoping to take the BMW M3 to at least 75%, and the Porsche 963 LMDH exclusive series, hopefully to 100%. So in terms of gold, in tomorrow's stream, I'm aiming for 50 gold there, and I believe it's 10 gold to get to 75 here. 10 gold. So a total of 60 gold just on those 2 things tomorrow. In addition, the multiplayer event will end, so I'll get 6 gold from that. So hopefully in tomorrow's stream, I'll have a go at the multiplayer event. And in addition, the time trial will end and there'll be a new weekly time trial. And I'm in Group C, so I won't get the 50 gold for that until Wednesday. Finally, another time trial competition that I am currently working my way on is this one. So even though I've not set a fastest, got any quicker since I want to say Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. I have every day come into this and seen that the time from Group C continues to drop. Only on Saturday, I was 0.240 seconds away from getting into C, and now I'm 0.091 seconds. So the reason why that's occurring is because each of the groups are determined by a percentage, not hitting a target. So clearly, more people are getting a slower time than me, than people getting a faster time than me at this moment in time. So it's likely I will naturally drift into Group C, which I think I'm a sort of like a Group C player in terms of the weekly time trials. Now, the Belied I don't have at fully upgraded, so I think I've done pretty well there. But we'll see. So there will be potentially an opportunity to race that. In addition, I believe there is double fame on all races tomorrow, potentially. So I will make the stream at least 2 hours long. And if there's a bit of time, I'll do a big race to finish off to see if I can achieve a fame upgrade in tomorrow's stream. And I think there's a possibility of doing that simply on the basis that every single race is double fame. Now, if I then decide to hire an agent, which I can do for free just by playing a video, that would mean triple fame. So there's a real good chance I could go up a fame level tomorrow. But we'll see on that. We'll see how that plays out. So there we go. That brings an end to today's stream. So no surprise that I was able to complete the Furai Rising, simply because I've obviously done it before, and now I do actually have that particular car fully upgraded. But it was good to revisit it and just, again, in my humble opinion, see how much better some of the older flashback events are compared to some of the newer events that we have in the game now. Interesting, that one, from the point of view you had multiple things to be aware of and to achieve in order to progress. So that was a fun little event. Now, in regards to tomorrow, as I said, we'll go back to the multiple racing in multiple series, of which there will be many. There'll be 2 exclusive series. There'll be possibly 2 time trials, and also the multiplayer event. I may also, well, I'll start off the stream by looking at any upgrades that are available on any cars, and I'll obviously make comment in terms of how I approach it and whether or not I'll be doing an upgrade. It will be interesting if I do, because obviously I am in gold harvesting mode, so I don't want to be spending a shed load of money on any upgrades if I'm only going to get back a small amount of reward for any large amount of upgrades. But we'll see what happens in tomorrow's stream. So all that it remains for me to do is wish all of you, and whatever is left of your day, a very good one. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for commenting in the chat. And I hope to see you all tomorrow for the stream that will be a bit earlier. It will be at midday on Christmas, on New Year's Eve, December the 31st. So until then, thank you all and goodbye.